Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing spiral betties, and this is a spiral betty. I got the canvas from Kmart, but as you can see it's got like a pattern on it, and I thought about leaving the outside so I could paint it later, so I just got some white chalk paint and I painted the center blank so you couldn't see the lines come through, and I did a flower and turned it into a spiral betty and stuck it on the canvas. You can also get like plain canvases, but I wanted a round one, not a square one, because as you can see it's a spiral, so being on here you'd have the exposed edges. But you could use anything. You could use glass, paper for a shadow box or a picture frame, or even using HTV vinyl and making it on top of a t-shirt or a bag. It's unlimited on what you could do with a spiral betty, so we'll get stuck into it. So basically what you will need to do is open up a web page and put in https / spiralbetty.com, or if you just type spiralbetty.com you'll come to this website. It's pretty easy to use. You can upload your image by just dragging an image on top of it and then go through the various function modes, and I'll just show you how to do that. I've got a picture of my two kitty cats, Salem and Willow. So you just upload your image like this by dragging it on, or you can click on it to upload an image, and you've got a slider bar to determine if you want to slide it in or not, but I'm going to leave the full width of it, the full scale. As you'll see there's a crosshair in the middle. My advice is don't put something on there that you like an eye or someone's mouth or nose, because the center spiral will take away the effect of the photograph. So I've got that in a centerpiece there that's not affecting any of their eyes. So you just click OK and it'll come up with the green, aqua, purple. You can then click black, and as you'll see you'll have 4 options down the bottom. So your rings, this determines the thickness of the spirals, so of course when you slide it to the right the photo becomes more high definition, but you must remember the rings will be a lot thinner, so usually about there is a good spot. It's sort of a nice even spiral. I might just yeah, about there I'm happy with. And then you've got scale, which like at the start you can determine on how close you want to bring it, and then lightness and darkness, but I usually leave that on default, and same with the contrast. You can decide on where you want that. But once you're happy with the rings and everything with it, you can click the download button and then select SVG and then clear background and then download, and it will go into your download folder, which will be there. If we open that up, and there's the file that you can convert to your cutting program, like either Cricut or Silhouette or Brother. You can also buy Betty a coffee and donate to it, but if you are going to use it for commercial licensing, then you need to click on that and follow her instructions. There's also 3 options. You can do the spiral, you can do lines which cut through like that, and like I said you can go through all the different colors on what you want to do, and you can go through the different types of angles, whatever you may want to do, and then dots. Now this would be interesting weeding this one, because you have to make sure you get every single little dot, and remember the defined image, like the clarification of that image, like making it more high definition type, the dots get smaller. So that would be interesting weeding that one, but the wider you go the bigger the dots, but you lose your image. So but for the purpose of this video we're doing a spiral and doing a spiral Betty. So now that you've got that, you will go to your Cricut and you will upload it as normal and upload your image. I've done like a couple of different ones, so I'm actually going to load one that I've already saved, because I've already measured the size of my canvas that I want to do it on. And there's my two babies. So now we're just going to make it. And I'm actually going to do it on vinyl. And I think I will move it just down a little bit so it's not so close to the edge. And we'll just come to my mat and we'll load this on. Just remember guys, don't load your mats in with the triangle piece. Always do it with the blank stop up the top, blank part, just in case it catches that triangle bit. My vinyl is a bit bigger than my mat. I've got some cardstock probably stuck to the bottom, so it's a bit bubbly. Try to have a nice clean mat or a brand new mat. You want to make sure it's sticky as possible. Give it a bit of a roll because you do not want it lifting. This is really fine line of a ring which will cut in and then go out and then come back in again. So you want to make sure that it's all running well by having a flat, even sticky surface, and it won't lift up during cutting. Okay, so then we're going to use just normal vinyl, and I'm going to do more pressure, and we'll just load that into our Cricut. I've had a few hiccups with my Cricut today, so I'm hoping that it's going to be well behaved. Okay, we'll just start that off and we'll be right back. Okay, now that we're finished, we'll just eject that, and as you can see there's the spiral effect on there. Can't quite make out the image, but remember your base is down the bottom of your vinyl, your starting point, so you don't really want to lift up your vinyl there. You want to sort of come from the top and just slowly peel it back. You want to be patient as possible with this. I do have a bit of excess weeding vinyl there, but I'm at the point now. Sticking to my fingers, and we want to just bring that around and slowly pull that away, get rid of the excess. Now remember, you've got a very thin outside line that is what you want to keep. It is the thin second line is the one that you want to lift, and once you've got that, make sure you stick down your other one, hold it down till it starts. It's going to try to lift, depending on your vinyl. Yeah, mine's starting to lift, so I just want to hold that down. Okay, it's being temperamental. Hang on, what have we got here? I mean, you can try to work your way from the middle, but it's best to start at the end. But this is going to try to lift all the way around. So I'm just gonna, yep, hold that down again. You want to keep your tools with you at all times. Like I said, it's trying to lift. Once you get started, it should be right. I'm just having one of those days today where everything wants to give me a hard time. So now we want to get some transfer tape. You want some pretty strong transfer tape, and always drop your centre down and then layer it out. Give it a rub. I cut a bit too much transfer tape, but that's okay. Okay, now we're just going to flip it over, take it off our mat, take it off gently because you don't want to bow your design because there are all those fine lines. So just move it over, give it another good rub on the back. Okay, then while you've got it upside down, slowly pull it off like so. Grab your canvas or whatever object it is that you wish to use, and center your object in the middle. I want it about there. Yeah, that looks about right. Drop it down, give it a good rub. Okay, give it some warmth. And we'll start away from that join. You might have to rub each line as you go. Sorry, this is going to be a bit noisy. Okay. Removing it from the transfer was easy. Now to put it on our surface, it's going to give me a bit of a rough time. Let's get rid of some of this excess. Okay, let's try that again. So remember, if you're doing it on a canvas, it's not stiff backing, so I might just do that. Sorry for the noise. Okay, let's see if that helped. Just like weeding, you need to be patient. Pull it on itself. Push down on itself, keep pressing as you go. just work your way around in a circular motion and cut away your excess so you don't stick down on yourself, and just spin around. Take your time. And just depending on your surface, like I said, if it was glass it would probably be instant. If it was HTV it would probably be instant too. But this is a canvas and vinyl. Not always easy. I'm putting full-on pressure on this. Like I feel like I'm going to go straight through the canvas. So probably a canvas is not ideal for your first project. But we're almost there. Using full-on pressure now, getting very aggressive with it. I'll just cut that away. Okay, finally got that taken off, and the bit that broke earlier has moved. We can just fix that back up. And there we have it, Spiral Betty. Just smooth it down. Make sure there's no bits. That's that join bit that broke, but that's okay, you wouldn't even really tell. And there we have a spiral Betty of my two kitty cats, Salem and Willow. Salem and Willow in a cardboard box. So there you have it. Just be patient. Like I said, I mean, this was meant to come out a little bit wider, but it still looks effective, and you can do anything you like, any photos. Okay, we just did a spiral Betty, and now we're doing a sideward split of a square Betty. So we just load that in our Cricut on our mat using vinyl again. Once again, I'm going to put it on a canvas square like I did the spiral. Just load it into our Cricut, pick vinyl and go more. And then we'll just load that in. And we'll be right back. Okay. You can work from the corner on this one because the lines are going downwards. Probably going to have to give it a rub to get it started. We'll try a different method. It's not lifting up, so see if we can stick the transfer tape to it. See if this helps. Okay, let's see if this works. Yes, it does. Okay. Okay, I'll just move that aside. Go about there. I think we've gone over the edge. So I might drop it down this side. It's probably not the best way to do something, but we'll give it a whirl. use that with a carrier sheet back on it. Okay, so now we've got the fun part of actually pulling it away, getting our lines. Missing along there. So slow and easy. Especially near the edges. Oh, this is 10 times easier than the spiral. A lot more fun, I reckon. Okay. Just make sure you don't get carried away like I just did and forget the edging. Probably pull that back really quickly onto itself so we can get to the edges. There we have it. That was a lot easier. It's not central, but it was a lot easier to layer than the spiral. But we can put that in a frame and around it. And there we have it. That's the stripes that they had there, the square stripes. And then you've got your spiral. And the one that I did earlier. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please click like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.